And as you know, for the logical AND operator, whenever I want to combine more than one expression, if I use the AND operator, I'm going to get back true if all expressions are true. So considering here age 25 and grade 8.5, if I want to check age greater than 18 and grade greater than 7, I'm going to get the result true because both of them are true. However, if one of them is false, the result that I'm going to get is false. Or even if both of them are false, the final result is false. So with the AND operator, I'm just going to get a result true if all expressions are true. One thing that we need to keep in mind is that the AND operator will check the statements until the first false is found. Again, remember, it's just going to be true if all of them is true. Once JavaScript figures out I have a false on my hand, I know that the final result is going to be false. There is no reason for continuing to testing the other operators because I already have a false, therefore the entire operation is going to be false. We can use that in our advantage. Let me show you an example. Back to the code where we had this example where we are validating name. I no longer need this line. Let me create another function here, just below here, where I want to check for age. So I want to see if adult, and then I expect to receive a value. And if value is lower than 18, I'm going to say you are a minor, and then I'm going to return false. Otherwise, I'm just going to log you are an adult, and then I'm just going to return true. Nothing special here. I'm just validating this value that I'm receiving here. And now I want to use that. So I have named John, and let me change the result. Instead of using the first function that we created, I'm just create here age 25, and then result received is adult age. If I save, you can see you are an adult, and then the result is true. If I change here to be age 15, if I save, you can see you are a minor, and the result is false. So you got the idea of those two functions where I validate if there is a name and if the value is for an adult, and for each one of them I'm logging information all over the way. For now, let me just collapse those two functions because since we know what they are doing, I no longer need to see what I have there. But I want to combine the result of both of them. So let's say for my result, I can only have true if the user has a name and if the user is an adult. So what I can do here is result is going to receive the result of has name, where I'm going to provide name, in this case John, and it needs to be an adult where I'm going to provide the age. Let's say age is 25. If I save here, you can see hi John, and you can see you are an adult, and then I have the result true. So has name and is adult, it is resulting in true because both of them are true. If one of them is false, then the entire result is going to be false. For instance, let's say I change age to be 15. If I save now, you can see, hi John, you are a minor, therefore result is false. So this one is true, but this one is false. If I already have a false in my hand, I'm going to return that false and write here. In this case, it doesn't make much of a difference, but look what happens if I do not provide a name. If I don't have a name, and if I save to test again, you can see name not provided and result false. Where is the information about if that's an adult or not? I don't have this information because I never get to run this function is adult. Again, I am testing the first one. The first one is returning false, as we know, and therefore if I have a false result on my hand, the entire result is false. I don't need to test the second part. This is a great feature from JavaScript and many other languages that uses this short circuit evaluation because I don't get to execute the second function and I don't waste processing time. I just get to execute the first one. If it's already decided it's false, then I'm going to return false. I could do the same with only one operator. If I just use one ampersand, if I save that, you can see that things are different. I am checking name not provided, but I am also checking if the user is an adult or not. In this case, I'm not considering the false from the first one. I'm still executing the second one, and as a result, I get 0 instead of false, which is sometimes the same. Let's say I provide a name, so let's say John. If I save, hi John, but I still get the result 0. And let's say I give the age 25, save. You can see you are an adult. Now the result is 1, which is true. So I could use only one symbol, which would check both of them, but usually we don't do that. We use double one because we have this short circuit evaluation for the AND operator. And this is really handful whenever we are coding using JavaScript.